Today, I want to walk with you through 12 behaviors that slowly undermine even the strongest bond. As we go through them, I would like you to be honest with yourself. Not harsh, not defensive, just honest. Let us begin. First, the quiet message you send when you stop caring for yourself. This is not about vanity, it is about meaning. When you no longer take care of your appearance, your health, your presence, you may believe you are simply comfortable, but your partner may experience something else. They may feel that the effort that once signaled desire and respect has faded. When we love someone, we wish to feel chosen. If you abandon all effort, the unspoken message can become, "I no longer need to try for you." Can you see how that might wound? Second, money. Money is never just money. It represents security, power, freedom, fear. When one partner is reckless or secretive about finances, anxiety grows. When one partner is obsessed with money and nothing else, emotional connection dries up. A couple must be a team in this area. Planning together creates safety. Hiding, competing, or acting alone creates suspicion. Do you speak openly about money? Or do you avoid it until it explodes into conflict? Third, losing your world outside the relationship. In the early stage of love, it is natural to focus intensely on one another. But if your partner becomes your entire universe, something dangerous develops, your growth stops, your independence weakens, fear of loss increases. Love requires two whole people, not two halves clinging to each other. When was the last time you pursued something that belonged only to you? This leads to the fourth danger, which is emotional dependence. There is a healthy form of depending on each other. It is called interdependence, two strong individuals supporting each other. But when your self-worth depends entirely on your partner's approval, you begin to suffocate the relationship. If every mood, every insecurity, every doubt must be soothed by the other, exhaustion follows, and resentment quietly grows. Can you stand on your own feet emotionally, or do you collapse without reassurance? Now let us consider the opposite extreme. Fifth, behaving as though you are single. Some people fear dependence so much that they distance themselves excessively. They act as if their partner is optional. They make decisions alone. They flirt with danger. They minimize the importance of the bond. Freedom is important, but so is loyalty. If you treat the relationship as secondary, it will eventually treat you the same way. Balance is not automatic. It must be created deliberately. Sixth, insecurity and constant negativity. We all suffer. We all have moments of self-doubt. But when insecurity becomes a daily atmosphere, it changes the emotional climate of the relationship. Jealousy without cause, suspicion without evidence, repeated reassurance that never satisfies. These patterns often come from past injuries. Yet if they are not examined, they are imposed on the present partner. Your partner cannot heal wounds that you refuse to face. Ask yourself gently, am I reacting to my partner or to ghosts from my past? Seventh, the absence of affection. Not everyone expresses love in the same way, but affection is a language. Without it, partners begin to feel unseen. Affection does not have to be dramatic. A hand held, a warm glance, a sincere embrace. These small gestures confirm, you matter to me. When affection disappears, distance begins. Eighth, criticism that never rests. There is a difference between constructive feedback and chronic fault-finding. If your partner feels that nothing they do is ever enough, their spirit will slowly withdraw. Excessive criticism often hides disappointment or anger that has not been spoken clearly. Instead of saying, "I feel hurt," some people attack. Do you correct more than you appreciate? The erosion of attention. In our time, distraction is everywhere. Screens compete for our focus. Conversations are interrupted by notifications. Presence is fragmented. When partners no longer truly listen, intimacy fades. If you do not share your fears, hopes, and private thoughts, who are you sharing them with? Look honestly at your habits. When your partner speaks, are you fully there? 10th, Dishonesty. Many people excuse small lies. They say it is to avoid conflict, to protect feelings, to make life easier. But lying is not isolated. It creates a pattern, and patterns shape character. Trust is delicate. Once cracks appear, they spread. Courage is required to admit mistakes, yet paradoxically, admitting wrongdoing strengthens respect. Can your partner rely on your word? 11th, impulsive escapes. When dissatisfaction grows, some people turn outward instead of inward. Excessive drinking, gambling, shopping, secret indulgences. These behaviors are often attempts to manage emotional tension, but they also signal withdrawal from the relationship. Instead of sharing distress, the person escapes it. Relief gained through compulsion always carries a cost. If you are unhappy, have you spoken about it, or have you numbed it? Finally, the refusal to apologize. This may be the most revealing of all. To say I was wrong requires strength. It requires recognition that the relationship is more important than your pride. When apologies never come, respect disappears. When one partner must always surrender while the other defends their perfection, resentment hardens. Let me ask you something difficult. Do you value being right more than being connected? Now, as we come toward the end, I want you to notice something. None of these behaviors are spectacular. None require dramatic betrayal. Yet together they can dismantle even deep love. Relationships do not survive on feeling alone. They survive on daily acts of responsibility, self-reflection, and mutual respect. The question is not whether you make mistakes. We all do. The question is whether you are willing to examine them without defensiveness. If you can look at yourself honestly, if you can speak openly, if you can apologize when needed, if you can balance independence with devotion, then you create something rare, a bond rooted not only in passion, but in maturity. So I leave you with this thought. Love is not only about choosing each other once. It is about choosing each other again and again through your behavior. Reflect on your patterns, reflect without shame, and then act with courage. Thank you for watching. Until next time, I will see you in the next one.